Okay, folks, I think we're ready to get started here in a couple minutes. I should say a couple seconds, just waiting for me to be able to see everybody. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us. Upshalazi and welcome to the latest iteration of the Cape Breton Partnership's webinar series. It's great to meet with you here today with our friends and partners, the Tourism Association, our Industry Association of Nova Scotia and TIANS, and the Lakes Resort and Golf Club here at beautiful Ben Yon in Cape Breton. I'd like to acknowledge that we're in Unama'ki, part of Mi'kma'ki, and part of the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people that we live with in peace and friendship. And it's great to be with you here today. As you can see behind me, I'm in the conference center at the Lakes, and you'll see a few others that are here on location today. They're setting up a stage for an event later this weekend. And so it's great to be part, not only just virtually with the tourism industry, but on site here today. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Jeremy, who's also here at the Lakes with me to walk through the platform that we're using today. Jeremy?
Thanks a lot, Tyler. Can you hear me well?
Very good.
Fantastic. Hi, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming today. As Tyler mentioned, we're here at the Lakes of Ben Yon. I have their restaurant and bar area behind me here, and they just had a little morning rush of some thirsty for coffee folks for a rainy golf day, but enjoyable nonetheless. Thanks again for coming today. Today we're using the Zoom webinar feature. So if anyone has any questions, please use the Q&A tool either at the top or bottom of your screen. You'll see two speech bubbles. We'll try to get to your questions at the end of the session. We might not get to all the questions, but we'll certainly try. If there are any questions that we're not able to get to, we will log them and try to reach out to you later as well. And if you have any technical issues or questions or comments, please leave them in the chat box and we'll try to get to you as soon as we can as well. And in the meantime, I am going to pass it over to Rick, but please let us know if you have any questions. So I will introduce Rick McCarthy of the Lakes of Ben Yon.
Thank you, Eoin, and I hope that wasn't good. Thanks, Jeremy, so much, and thanks to you and Tyler for asking us to host this webinar today, and also thank you to Lisa, who will be speaking later on behalf of TIANS. Welcome to the Lakes virtually. This is for a long time has been an 18-hole Graham Cook designed course. We feel we've had a world-class golf course for a long time now, and we're really excited to be in the process of building a resort around that incredible asset that we have. We are now home to Founders Restaurant, which you can see in the background there on Jeremy's screen, and our banquet hall is a phenomenal facility that we want to showcase year-round. As you can see in the background, we have a stage being set up for a songwriter circle hosted by Bruce Guthrow this weekend that we're really excited about. And we plan to do a lot more intimate type events just with COVID restrictions and things like that. We feel that that is something that we want to focus our efforts on moving forward to still provide that kind of entertainment in Cape Breton, but on a smaller scale. Been a golf course and a golf resort now for a number of years. Our goal long-term is to build this into a world-class four-season resort that attracts people from Atlantic Canada, throughout Canada, and around the world. We're really excited right now to offer 25 rooms, 12 of them being chalets outside, which are brand new, as well as a completely renovated McPherson that houses 6 people. So there's lots going on here, a lot of growth. We have a lot of seasonal staff that come in, and to go with that golf course and to go with the facilities that we're building here, we want to be able to train and help our staff grow and really be that third asset that really can help this place become the world-class facility that we want it to be. We're a multifaceted organization that has front desk agents in our pro shop and in our guest services area. We have our food and beverage, as you can see, event planning and management and wedding. We've very quickly become a wedding destination as well. And we have that retail side of things, inner golf and apparel and things like that as well. So when I found out that through the partnership that there is this program through TIANS to help with a lot of those resources to help staff in all those areas, I was really excited to be able to provide that to our staff and to give them another opportunity to grow, and that's only going to help our business here as we develop as this resort. You know, we have those kind of pointed programs that I'm seeing, but even those overall all-encompassing programs that can help with stress management, time management, and especially in a time where we're probably feeling a little bit more of a pinch and we're asked to do more with less, you know, in this world. You know, to have those kinds of programs, I think, is something that's only going to help us collectively as a tourism sector, and it's something I'm absolutely thankful for. So again, I just want to say thank you to all of you for joining us today. Thanks to Tyler and Jeremy for hosting it here and showcasing the product that we are very proud of, and really look forward to Lisa's presentation a little bit later. So thanks again, and we hope to see you out here over the winter and into next golf season.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rick. Really appreciate it. And I'll take this opportunity too. You've seen us wear these blue shirts, and this is part of this actually is one language I'm not going to attempt to use today. It's in Gaelic. So the Cape Breton First campaign is supportive and works well with the programs that the specific programs that Rick just described, and Lisa's going to describe in more detail. So Lisa Dar is with TIANS. We have a long-standing collaborative relationship with TIANS and the Cape Breton Partnership. Over the last 2 years, it's been a bit more specific as our economic development officers and other staff across the island, from Port Hawkesbury to Port Hood, North Sydney and Benyon, are going door to door, business to business, you know, explaining these free products and tools and training resources that are available through TIANS and the support from the government of Nova Scotia and Canada. And so we're excited to have Lisa describe these in a bit more detail and work with hopefully a number of you to help you get set up with these programs that are available in the easiest way possible and for the benefit of all of us. So Lisa, thanks so much for being here, and we look forward to hearing from you today.
Well, thanks so much, Tyler. It's great to be part of this partnership and part of Small Business Week. I did prepare a slideshow to help share the information with the attendees today. So I'm going to do a little screen share here and start that off. And I'll probably roll through some of this relatively quickly. I looked through the attendee list. I know a number of the people that have registered for today are already quite aware of who TIANS is, some of the work that we do, and so on. But I just wanted to, for the purposes of those who may not be as aware, make sure that I shared a little bit more specific information for you. So TIANS as an organization is actually been around since 1977. We are governed by a board of directors. We represent well over 1,000 businesses, but we also work to represent the broader voice of tourism in the industry across the province. And we have, since the late 80s, had a very specific division in the organization that's focused on human resources, that's focused on labor, that's focused on labor market data, and that's focused on the development of a skilled and professional workforce for the future success of the industry.
Just quickly, Lisa, we're having your voice is breaking up a little bit. Okay. Would you mind just muting and then maybe unmuting yourself? And
sure.
Maybe that fixes it for us. Thank you.
Let's try that. Is that better?
Yes, I think that's a little bit better. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. That's great. So one of the things that I wanted to just highlight today is the fact that the council is part of TIANS. The Human Resource Council focuses on the development of a skilled and professional workforce for the industry. But more broadly, TIANS has been working over the past number of years and then on the past number of months on advocacy and communication fronts. And of course now with the advent of COVID-19 and its significant and catastrophic impact it's had on the tourism industry here in Nova Scotia and around the world, we've been focusing on how to help rebuild tourism across the province and what resources can help with that. I won't go into each of these individually, but I will say that the Labour and Advanced Education program that we're going to speak to specifically today was in place prior to COVID-19, but we've been able to amplify some of the work happening with that in response to the current situation. In order to help our industry prepare for the future, we need to help operators be resilient, and we know that the human side of things, the skill side of things from our labor is going to be key for that. Our workforce is the key to our future, and the work is not going to look the same moving forward. Every study that's coming out is telling us that how tourism looks, how it's managed, how it's marketed, and what the workforce looks like is going to be different. So we need to be ready for that. I'm just going to turn my volume up a little bit. I'm hearing some feedback here from people that perhaps my voice is not strong enough for them. Let's try that. One of the main resources that we've encouraged operators to take advantage of is the Tourism Strong portal. And I've been encouraging this from March onwards as a great information resource for industry looking to get the latest on what's happening around COVID, find the latest research, access some of the latest programs, etc. I also wanted to highlight the TRI program, which is a reactivation of industry program, which we can talk about a little bit later. But I also wanted to get right into the Seasonality and Labour Project. As Tyler and Jeremy pointed out, this particular resource has been available now for 18 months with operators across the province. It actually was it is an initial project that's been a partnership with Labour and Advanced Education with supports made available through the province through federal transfer funds. And it's provincially available, so it's available to operators across the province to support long-term engagement and enhance employee skills, engagement, and development for the industry. What we want to do with this program is really help improve HR practices across the province and to look at how we can help build occupational and professional skills development that would in turn help extend the season for operators, help contribute to improvement of the overall quality of the tourism experience, to provide cross-training so that individuals who perhaps have had more limited work experience can then expand and increase their opportunities for employment, and to help businesses where possible extend the season. We primarily are working with a number of specific resources, including a nationally recognized learning management system, which I'll look at with you in a few moments in more detail. And some of the other tools that we're having made available include certifications, both through Merit, as well as through a partnership that we developed with eCornell. And we have HR toolkits that are being provided to all participants in the program through our partners, such as the Cape Breton Partnership, to help those small and medium-sized operators in particular who perhaps don't have access to an HR person or HR tools on site. The toolkit is designed to basically be an out-of-the-box support that includes everything needed for operators to recruit, attract, train, and retain, and provide ongoing opportunities to their staff.
Lisa.
Yes.
We were hoping to try one other thing just to fix the audio issues we're having. Would you be able to try unsharing your screen for a moment?
Sure.
And if that fixes the audio a little bit, then we'll promise everyone that we're going to share this presentation via email following as well. But just if it helps the audio, perhaps.
Okay.
The screen share as well. Yeah.
I'm taking myself off as well, just in case.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's
In case that helps.
Sure. And I'll play the presentation from my side that you sent me as well, Lisa. But if you'd like to continue from where you were, we'll keep going.
Sure. Sorry. Did you want me to bring my PowerPoint back up or not?
I can bring up the PowerPoint, your PowerPoint that you sent me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it up on this side, and hopefully that'll be one less thing that's competing for the audio for your side.
Okay. Sure.
Apologies, everyone. We're just going to try to make this work. Lisa, can you see your presentation there?
There it is. Yeah.
Perfect. And I believe we were on program activity.
Yes. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks so much. So one of the things that we've noticed in delivery of this program over the last 18 months is that operators have identified that there is a gap in resources in a range of different positions, everything from managers and supervisors through to frontline staff, but also with different types of operations within sectors. That includes food and beverage, tour operators, retail shops, museums, and even taxi drivers. And the great thing is that this program has resources for all of those different types of individuals and types of businesses. You can go to the next one, thank you. But we also think that this completely starts with the fundamentals of ensuring that everybody in the province and everybody in our industry understands the important role they play as an ambassador for the tourism sector. The Tourism Rocks program is a free program. It's complimentary for everybody in the province. And the intention is to provide an opportunity for everybody from tourism operators right through to the gas station operator and others to be able to understand the important role that tourism plays in the overall health of the Nova Scotia economy. Now more than ever, this type of program has the opportunity to make a large difference in people understanding how tourism makes the economic engine of Nova Scotia work. So the program itself is quite straightforward, and it is designed for individuals to be able to come on and do a self-directed process. And if I could ask that this actually, the screen be clicked on the main screen, it'll pop us into the actual website for the program. Thanks. One of the things that we found when developing Tourism Rocks is that a lot of people don't know the basics of what's involved in the tourism sector, the range of types of tourism businesses, the overall impact economically that it has to the province. But beyond that, additionally, the impact that the tax revenues from tourism can have to support other elements of infrastructure, healthcare, education, etc. And tourism also in this context is highlighted as a protector and supporter of culture, the arts, and heritage. So it combines all of those pieces together. The program itself provides an opportunity for individuals to place a couple of various videos, to answer a simple series of questions, and then to receive a certificate indicating their commitment to ensuring the best possible experience for visitors coming to Nova Scotia, whether they're from down the road or across the country or around the world. At some point, the borders will reopen, and regardless, we need to be ready to put our best foot forward and be ambassadors for the province. Additionally, we have more resources available off of this site. So what we have found is while people start doing the Tourism Rocks program, they can then resource into information from novascotia.com or other information from the council, the Nova Scotia Tourism Human Resource Council, or what we have found as well is if you click on tourism.ca, you'll see that we've collaborated to provide on that portal access to every major organization that provides tourism resources across the country and the province. Thanks very much for sharing that. The Ambassador Program has had a significant uptake over the last couple of years. And what we're thinking is that over the next few months, we're going to be elaborating what types of information is available on this. So we're encouraging people, sign up, take the program. It's very straightforward. If you click on Become an Ambassador at the top there, you'll see that it basically asks for some very straightforward information from people, their name, their information for the part of the province they're in, and then it leads them into taking the questionnaire, again, a very straightforward questionnaire, where people can complete that, and they are automatically provided with a PDF version of their Tourism Ambassador certificate. We've adapted the Tourism Rocks Love the Way We Live logo because we feel like we need to be celebrating more about the value of tourism, the important role it plays in providing workplace experiences, both for people that are looking for career development within the industry, as well as those who are seeking opportunities to do part-time, summer, or casual work. Tourism makes a difference in our province, and this program is intended to help tell that story more fulsomely. Thanks so much for sharing that slide. One of the other recent programs that we've launched is the TIANS Cares, and just briefly, this was initially launched based on the response from our industry, looking for ways to express their appreciation to the frontline workers, those first responders and healthcare workers who have all stepped up to take care of us during the pandemic. And this program is available for TIANS members where we're doing a specific marketing campaign and develop relationships with first responder and healthcare unions across the province to help ensure that their products are available. Our tourism industry members are providing sort of, special rates, special deals, thank yous to that particular audience, and we're helping facilitate connecting the marketing component for that. Anybody interested in the TIANS Cares program can certainly follow up with us, and we will connect you to the coordinator for that program here in the office. Thanks very much. The Clean It Right program was launched as part of our response to COVID, but is also being provided as part of the Seasonality and Labour Skills program this year. It's, again, available for any operator in the province that is looking for specific information and guidance around a credentialing or a system that recognizes their cleaning approach to ensure a safe experience for their guests. And it is providing an opportunity to build confidence both for customers and visitors, as well as for the workplace, where your staff can feel like they're following clear processes and protocols. Clean It Right is actually being made available at no charge through a partnership we have with Tourism Nova Scotia, and they are also highlighting all operators who achieve their business designation for this program through their marketing channels as well. So on novascotia.com, etc., that program is being highlighted. Individuals can select from 3 different modules that may be relevant for their specific type of operation, including accommodations, food services, or the retail business side of things. It's completely self-directed. People can sign in and out of the program based on their availability, and the questionnaire at the end is a requirement. It does a full testing process to ensure the information is understood by the learner before awarding a certificate of completion to that individual. Businesses who complete training for all of their cleaning staff can achieve the Clean It Right designation, and we have a marketing program associated with that as well, including window decals and highlights through our regional marketing partners. Thanks very much for sharing that. let's go. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. One of the core elements of the seasonality program that's available through our partnership with Cape Breton Partnership is the eMerit online programming. eMerit is the learning management system that is available for tourism and hospitality workforce across the country. It's all based on national standards that are endorsed by the sector, and it provides industry with a chance to take advanced learning online at their own pace based on the specific occupation that they're interested in. The great thing about this program is that all of these modules are made available at no charge to industry across the island. So regardless of where you are and regardless of the type of operation you have, there's probably modules available in eMerit that would fit your operation. Let's take a look at the next slide. So over 30 occupations are available in the online learning management system for eMerit. Individuals complete the modules at their own pace. Much of this is very interactive, where the learner is doing engaging exercises and not simply reading text on the screen. And the skills modules are available for occupations that range from food and beverage server. We have modules that are available for those on the front desk, housekeeping, a range of different types of operations. And there is, again, other types of specialist areas that are available on there as well. The eMerit.ca site has the full category list, and Cape Breton Partnership staff would be happy to talk to you about what might be a good fit for your operation and for your team. Let's jump on to the next slide. The other very popular resource that's been heavily endorsed and taken up by a number of operators across Cape Breton as part of this program are the workshops and training. We're offering customer service training through programs such as Nova Scotia Best, Superhost, the Serve Right workshops, etc. Employability skills that include all of the occupational health and safety fundamentals or employability programming. And we can also provide custom programs. So one of the most popular sessions that we did last year focused on building tour guide skills. It was based on both the national standards for tour guide, but also provided an opportunity for workshop with an experienced and well-respected tour guide company, and encouraged operators to really up their game around what they were doing within their own business in that perspective. And I understand that that group continues to stay in touch and continues to push each other as they are looking for ways to innovate and move through the current times we're in now. Thank you for that. Next slide. For those that are already working in the industry and looking to perhaps complete a national certification or a credential, we offer eMerit as a national certification system. eMerit is the pinnacle credential that's available in the Canadian tourism industry. Individuals can earn their national certification in a range of different types of occupations. The ones that we have highlighted here include things like hotel general manager, director of housekeeping, food and beverage manager, supervisor, but there's many of them that are available, and we can help support that through this resource, which is a wonderful support. In addition to that, we have developed a relationship with Cornell University. Again, it is probably the most recognized international institution for hospitality programming in a post-secondary setting. Cornell actually has created a portal specifically for us that highlights resources and programming available for the tourism and hospitality sector that has a range of online courses available. So if you're looking for a program that can help you and really advance from an executive level, we have supports available for that. And we have agreements with Cornell to provide those to you. So again, speak with the team at Cape Breton Partnership with regards to that specific resource. Next slide. I wanted to include this particular piece in as we have been asked about other types of programs, and we do indeed have a range of different types of resources available. We do have on the eMerit.ca learning portal a sensitivity and diversity training module available, And we also can support the development and delivery of similar programming customized in the communities where they may be required. So certainly reach out for those. Workplace essential skills, fundamental skills are available, and we can support delivery of those both in a range of different types of settings, as well as other types of programming. I'm mentioning the taxi cab and limousine drivers here because we are working with a number of regions to help them up the game when it comes to the service provision happening on that side. And indeed, individuals can earn a national certification as a taxi cab and limousine driver. And Nova Scotia has been a leader in this particular work for over 15 years in terms of working with various jurisdictions to get that up and running. Programs can be made available in both in-person, socially distanced and safe workshops, or online. So there's a variety of options available based on need and demand. Next slide. So the question is sort of, I guess, really, where do you go from here? One of the things I would really urge those on today's call to think about is that everybody has been very focused, I think, for the last number of months, obviously, on crisis management, and that's to be expected. These are extraordinary times. They're very difficult for operators to be navigating through. Our industry is struggling. There is absolutely no doubt about it, and many operators are going to have a hard time making it through. That being said, I think it's really important for us to try and make sure that we focus on how can we help build in a framework that can help support rebuilding, regrowth, and reimagining what your future business will look like. People will always be part of the tourism sector. Your workforce needs and deserves to have an important part of planning and investment happening with it. This program is really pioneering work that's happening between the provincial government and an industry association to put something in place that is not a 3-month program, it's not a 1-year program. They committed to this for 2 years, and we want to demonstrate that they made a good decision with this investment. Discuss your training needs with the Cape Breton Partnership team and make sure that you identify where are the gaps happening for us. What does this program have available that could help bridge those gaps? Or if there's something you want and you don't see it there, ask for it. And then get started on it. Don't wait for later in the fall. Don't wait for spring. One of the best ways that you can focus on encouragement of retention year over year and commitment and development of loyalty from your people is to invest in them, even if it means you're encouraging them to take part in programming in what would typically be maybe an off-season time frame for them. So I think with that being said, I would say thank you so much to the Cape Breton Partnership for inviting us to be part of today's discussion. I know we're going to have an opportunity for some Q&A as well. I also want to give a shout out to Rick and the team at the Lakes, who have been a really great example of how you can build in a plan that demonstrates the combination of product and people working together for success. Thanks very much.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lisa. That's great information. I'm going to turn it over. So we're going to start our Q&A session. As Jeremy mentioned and Lisa mentioned and I mentioned, please use the Q&A function. It works a bit better that way. We can queue everybody's questions and we get them answered in a timely and fair manner. So I don't see any of the questions right now up in the Q&A section at this time. Perhaps I'll just take this moment to mention later on we're going to be chatting, have a survey pop up just to give you I think it's like a three-second survey to see how this webinar went. When that pops up, if you wouldn't mind just answering those couple questions for us, we'd appreciate it. And then last year, as Lisa mentioned, those workshops, we hosted in-person workshops last year. Of course, Nova Scotia Best, one for tour guides and specifically that was tremendously well received. and actually moved to some of those tour guides and taxi operators, moving to a national certification, which is spectacular, and then one on customer service and service first. So we look forward, if there's demand, of organizing something similar this year in Cape Breton, either virtually or in person. And then one question I might start off with then, Lisa, I'll just do it live here while we wait for some people to type in some questions on the Q&A function. There's some safety related courses on WMIS and food safety. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit on what those are and how they work?
Sure. So on our Human Resource Council website, we actually offer a series of occupational health and safety programming. Sorry, I was just getting a little road noise that almost sounded like there. And on the occupational health and safety front, one of the things that we've noted is that we can provide food safety training as well as examinations on a virtual setting, on a virtual platform. So for those people looking to complete food safety training, we have a partnership with TrainCan. It allows us to provide nationally and provincially endorsed food safety training to individuals in settings requiring that and looking for that. Additionally, we offer tourism training that's relevant for WMIS, so WMIS programming available online as well. And we are also in a partnership with one of our new members that actually provides first aid and CPR training as well. And they're doing a blended format for that learning. So some of it is done online, and then they also coordinate the requirements for in-person to be completed.
Awesome, thank you. Lisa, are you able to see that question from Stefan there from Route 19?
I see that. So Stefan is saying that they're excited to participate, but struggling with finding and retaining a workforce for the restaurant year-round. And so the question is, are there programs that can help us with recruiting a workforce that is willing to work year-round? And there's a couple of different approaches to that. Maybe what I'd do first is ask if Tyler or somebody from Cape Breton Partnership want to address that in terms of how do we help operators secure and attract a workforce that is committed to supporting the development of year-round operations in the first place.
Sure, I can take that. And I apologize for the road noise. That was me. I was just out on the patio here at the lakes, and I thought we were going to get a good view of the doors without the traffic, but people are busy. Yeah, so I know Lynn has been talking with Stefan at Route 19, and recruiting a year-round workforce is obviously a challenge, not just for them, and it's one of those frustrating challenges, as we have you know, oftentimes people looking for work and businesses looking for employees, and they don't always match. So some of the initiatives that we've taken or is to help have information to address the housing shortage, which I'm sure Stefan is well aware of, but focused in on this industry in specifically. You know, our programs, I think we can talk a little bit about how we support through immigration and supporting newcomers, helping them feel welcome in our communities. Tomorrow, as we mentioned, we have the Way We Welcome webinar, and that's part of our Welcome Network. So giving folks a better sense of wanting to stay in those communities is so important. And I realize I'm preaching to the choir. I know that Stefan seeks to make a great place to work, and Inverness is seeking to be a great place to live. But I think it's the full suite. So with these programs through TIANS to help the job environment, I guess, be that much more meaningful, and people to excel at their positions in the tourism industry is spectacular, and it marries well with the investments in communities that municipalities and others are making. I think if someone is seeking more to attract more employees, we certainly have ways to assist in that. The new Cape Breton Job Board is one. Some of the programs, I'd say, for getting newcomers from outside Canada. COVID, of course, is impacting all of this, but we're happy to explore any and all of those avenues to help recruit, because Route 19 is certainly not alone in that, and I assume that it's across the province, not just Cape Breton. we're happy to talk, directly, Stefan, Lynn supporting you specifically. And I know that's a bit of a general answer, but that gives the rest of the audience a sense of the range of tools, I think, that we're bringing to bear and we can bring to bear specifically.
And Tyler, I'd also like to add that if there are any other businesses on the line that are curious as to how they can engage any of our economic development officers across the island, but please let us know, send us an email, send a chat message through. We have economic development officers in all 4 counties, as well as the town of Port Hawkesbury, and we're happy to sit down and have a chat. And that can be anything from connecting you to different resources or agencies that can help you directly, or to resources like the Cape Breton Job Board, or even arranging direct visits with potentially interested workers, whether seasonal or not, which is all things we've done in the past. So please reach out. We'd be happy to chat more.
There we go. Sorry, I was.
No, that's good. Go ahead, Tyler.
Lisa, is there anything you want to add? Because I think we're out of questions right now, as far as I can see, unless we have some in the. Oh, that was just from Jeremy. Sorry. I think we're getting close to end, and if we don't have any additional questions, we might start wrapping it up. But Lisa, is there any additional things you want to add that might have been, jogged out of your memory?
I think I would probably, again, just encourage people to realize that, the last 7 months have been really just turned the industry upside down. The time really is now probably for us to be thinking about how do we come out of this doing what we need to do and doing what our industry needs us to do more effectively. So from an operator's perspective, we've been blown away by some of our operators out there that have just been able to be so resourceful and so innovative, but also understand that there's a number of operators out there who are just plain struggling. If you are looking for resources or support that are related to your COVID impacts, and this could be, for example, if you're looking for information on how to navigate those financial programs that are coming out from a number of places, if you're looking for information or guidance on maybe appealing commercial property tax situation, if you're dealing with insurance issues, anything along those lines, if you're looking for support and you need an expert in something and a consultant to maybe help pivot your marketing for the coming year, we actually have a new program separate from the Seasonality Project that is specifically designed to help operators access supports like that. And it's called the Tourism Reactivation of Industry Program, the TRI program. So for any of our operators out there that are looking for that type of expertise or support, we have professionals standing by, literally ready to assist. We have relationships with professional organizations that's what they do, that's what they're experts in, and we can help support some of the costs for you to be able to get that done. As recently as last week, I had an operator reach out who wanted to get specific air quality testing done and get some information in about how they may be able to set up different systems in their operation, and we can help support the information for that. I can't pay for all of the physical work, but we can at least pay for some of the evaluations and assessments to be done first. So please think about that and take advantage of that if that's something that may be of interest to some on the call.
Sorry about that. Hitting the wrong buttons there, folks. So now I'm in a break in traffic, and you can see here the Bredor Lakes behind us and on the patio of the lakes. So Walalio, and thank you again for being part of our webinar today. Thank you to Lakes and TIANS and to the weather, which is spectacular, always spectacular in Cape Breton. Thank you for all of the work that each one and every one of those who attend do in your businesses and your organizations. And we look forward to assisting you in this program and others. And as you can see, we have depth with the Cape Breton Partnership to assist you, and then even greater depth with our partnerships with TIANS and others to get you the specific information you require. There's the traffic now. So with that, thank you very much. We look forward to hosting you perhaps tomorrow with the Ways We Welcome webinar. and for future ones on this specific topic with a smaller group or a larger group. We hope and look forward to a strong, prosperous, and successful 21 with the tourism industry here in Nova Scotia. Thanks so much for joining us, folks, and have a great day.